it wouldn't let me.
Hello and
always
welcome to another Average Joe COD League special. We have Wyndon, myself, here with Razor. Razor, how are you?
Sure, I'm doing pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a banger, kid. It's gonna be a banger. Who do we have tonight? Anyway, quiet. So tonight we have the Michigan Moist Muffins, 2-0 in the league right now, taking on the Chicago Outlaws, who are 0-2 right now. First
Yeah,
map.
but in I'm
Go
sorry.
Go ahead.
But in Chicago's defense, they did play versus probably, two top 5 teams. They played Indy first week and then us first week and Indy second week. So, two very good teams they went up against, and Chicago is no slouch. You look over them and they will beat you. So.
Hell yeah, it's going to be a good one tonight. We're going to see our first map on Hotel Hardpoint, then over to Fortress S&D, then over to a Silo for Control, then over to Mercado for a Hardpoint, and then we're going to Embassy for S&D. Hey, save me if I'm wrong, but those are all different maps.
They are.
Wow.
No repeat maps this week. For either Chicago or Michigan, which is surprising. I think honestly, based on map sets, I think it kind of benefits Michigan a little bit more. I think the Mercado Hardpoint may benefit Chicago. I know that's one of their top maps that I purposely vetoed against them because they seem to be really good on that map.
Yes.
But I'm interested in see how these teams play, especially on this map 1 hardpoint on Hotel.
Yeah, they're already talking trash in chat. I have muted them so that you cannot hear them, but they are already talking about body shots. Let's go. Let's go. All right, get on your right side. Oh, you already did. All right, we are moments away from starting, guys. I promise.
So just little stats before we do get here. So we have Chicago being 0-2 in both of their hard points. They did indeed play a hotel hard point against us, the Chicago Demons, the Cincinnati Demons, and we beat them, or they lost 250 to 166. But then they played Embassy hard point last week against Indianapolis and made it a close game, only losing that matchup 250 to 230. On the side of Michigan, they have played 3 hardpoint maps. They've played Mercado, which they lost 250 to 139. They also have played a hotel as well, and they've lost actually both of their hotel hardpoints. 250 to 225 is the average for them for between both maps that they played. And then Embassy, they've also played it as well, which they lost it as well. No, that's Manchester. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. I am tripping. That is my fault. Reading's hard.
Reading is hard.
So for Michigan, they have played Mercado. They played it twice, and they have an average win margin of 250 to 131. And then they've also played Fortress Hardpoint, which they won 250 to 134. They have not played Hotel Hardpoint, so this will be the first outing for them, and the second outing for the Chicago Outlaws.
Well, I have breaking news, everyone. We actually have a new co-caster. Oh, 1 second.
What's up?
They're talking. We have a new co-caster joining us tonight. It is Scorps from Atlanta. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. Unfortunately, you guys are playing at these teams are playing at the same time as my team, but I would definitely like to see how both these teams match up, to be honest.
Yeah, I am excited as well, for sure.
Are you joining me casting instead of watching your team?
He's not. His team isn't playing.
They're not playing yet.
Oh, okay.
I did not cover. I did not talk to Piz about this, so don't join his call without his permission.
I won't. I mean, that's my team, so they're
Yeah.
casting my team. So yeah, we good. We good.
So you're in
All
this one for
right,
now.
let's swap screens. Let's get
Ha ha
started.
ha
Let's
ha
get
ha.
ready.
Ha
Map
ha ha.
1, Hotel Hardpoint, Chicago, and Michigan.
With the new roster, Repare, Tex, Bessie Wessie, and Coliber versus Bunzo, Phoenix, Chaos, and Crash.
All right, we're gonna be on board with. Looks like, is this Chicago, or is
It
this
is. The Chaos is on Chicago. We're on Chaos. Can you see?
Yeah. I'm just a little wonky. I'm sorry.
You're good.
That Repare got a 2-piece off the rip.
Yeah, Rep's gonna have potential of having a good game. Going against the other two subs and Crash and Buns, I think he matches up pretty evenly with them. So, but what I'm interested in the most is the two ARs here between Chaos and Phoenix and Tex and Bestie Westie, who is newly ranked up from Emerald to Ruby. Interested in seeing how they're going to be able to hold down their lines, which they're doing a fair line here, being able to hold down this P2 spawns. But you want to see Bunzo on the back of a fire truck going into Shanty, trying to rip these P2 spawns away from Michigan. But unfortunately, he's taken down by Rep. Rep reads him.
It's definitely going to be great to see how he can
You're
improve.
real quiet. Hold on. I take a quick moment to turn you up. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, I just think it's going to be really great to see Bessie Wessie after his get rank up and see how he proves that was
Yeah,
the
it's
right decision.
Yeah, and it's definitely gonna be interesting on how he is able to switch his play around from having an aggressive sub like Auditor on his team to no longer him being there, but still trying to maintain the same kind of game here. Which he's starting off 4 and 5, no time on hill, but at the end of the day, as a main AR that he runs, doesn't necessarily need to get a whole bunch of time, but he needs to be holding down those lanes for his sub players to get in there and cause havoc. You want to see Bunzo making a Oh, never mind. He gets Bestie Westie with a nice kill on Phoenix. He's gonna read Bunzo here. Gets the best of Bunzo. Chicago's still gonna have control over this P3, but traded out. Repare was a kill on the Crash. Now we're gonna see Chicago here spawning still P5, which are preferred spawns in my opinion. When getting ready to transition from P3 to P4, Repare reads that side door and with another possible 2-piece, but unfortunately shoots the little circles. And Crash is able to get that kill along with the kill onto Bunzo.
I think Coliber is
Someone just
definitely
got
a good
pistol
add
killed.
to this team. So I'm excited to see, in his debut how he does. I've heard a lot of great things about him, so I think that's a great pickup for Michigan.
Yeah, it really is. I was able to play a 8 series with and against Caliber. He's definitely a good pickup for them. I think he's gonna add some great things for this Michigan team. I was actually gonna pick up Caliber before he got picked up by Michigan. So
I beat you to it, man. You gotta be quicker than that.
I know. All right, we're going to see 2 down on the side of Chicago while we're fighting for these P2 spawns. No one's going to be blocking the spa spawns for Michigan here, so we're going to continuously see Chicago here spawn P2, back fire truck, and spa to try to overload this P4 spawn. Chaos cannot find the kill on Coliber. Coliber gets him. Phoenix is going to be reception desk, going to try to pill him off of D2. Crash comes in and trades him. Trades in favor of Michigan going into this P4. We're going to be able to hold down these last hopefully about 10-15 seconds, but no, Phoenix cuts him down.
As you can see, Tex is already rotating over, so this is gonna be a big fight right here that we're watching.
Yeah, it's going to be a matter of can these players trade Tex. Tex says no. Tex says it doesn't matter. Send 1 or 2 at me. I'm going to cut him down.
Definitely big for them.
Yeah, that 2-piece is going to be big, setting up for this P5 here. Tex with another one. He's going to be on a 3 streak now. Repare with 2 of his own.
Oh, they got all 4.
No, all 4 down. And they don't get really spawns. Rep kind of reads this kitchen spawn here on Crash. Gonna be able to get him from behind. Gonna be able to slow down this push. Now with only 3 players up, 2 players up for Chicago. But Chicago gets in, is able to get some time. When being contested, Point being contested at the time. Phoenix with a cut down on Caliber. Bunzo with a kill on rep. They're gonna be able to control some time here. Now, in your opinion, Scorps, rotating from this P5 to P6, what do you like? Do you like what 7 and 8 are doing here? They're going back through P2 to hit stairs. Me
Yeah,
personally, I would like to see teams push through kitchen here.
yeah, 100%. I did see that Michigan definitely understood that, and they kept a lot of people back there, expecting Chicago to push through there, but they ended up just pushing through the front. And as you can see, that's just not a way to break this hill.
Yeah, you really want your ARs to put pressure on this backside here. Phoenix has a good idea, but unfortunately his whole team just decided to rotate back out towards Statue and Double Arches, which I think if you send 1 or 2 over there, that's fine. But I think primary of your pressure needs to come from that backside hot tub, backside P6 stairs. But we're going to see Bunzo and Phoenix be able to cut down 2 for Michigan, attempting to get down. That's going to be 3 down for Michigan. Tex finds 1. Numbers still in favor of Chicago. They're going to be able to control this hard point for now. Now we're going to see Michigan spawning out towards P4, pushing the point from stairs. And Bunzo is the lone person on this point, but we're going to see 6 and 8 holding down those mid cuts. And just due to pure numbers, Michigan's going to be able to trade them out.
I don't really like the fact that both these teams are actually fighting for this scrap time right here. I think they want to get control of the other side of the map anyway, so definitely a questionable decision from both teams, but it looks like it worked out.
Yeah, definitely I think for this P1, it definitely worked out in the favor of Chicago here, because we saw Bunzo kind of sit back on those little arches, kind of just wait for them to rotate in, but unfortunately Chicago's just not able to win a gunfight right now. They're losing these trades. I mean, as I say, that 3 goes down for Chicago. They're still going to be in control of these P2 spawns, but this P1 is just as important as P2.
Yeah, I definitely agree. On the second rotation, you can definitely get a lot of time on this P1 for sure.
For sure. And especially if you didn't get a lot of time on the initial P1, you see a lot of teams kind of just completely give up P1 on the first rotation. But I think key to getting a big victory, especially if you're able to get those P2 spawns, getting about 20 to 30 seconds on that P1, that first P1, and you're setting up yourself really good. Even if you don't break that P2, you can set yourself up for a good P3 and still be in the game. But we're going to see Michigan here setting up on P2. We're going to have 2 players inside red door, 1 back fire truck, 1 Shandy. Caliber's going to be able to cut down Chaos on Shandy. We're going to see 2 players in Statue, 1 P4 going small. Is Crash going to be able to get 1? So this is going to be a big fight here. This could be potential spawns here if Crash is able to grab 1. But right now, the setup between Chicago is pretty good. They've got to win their trades. But unfortunately, Bestie Westie on that red door is dangerous.
It looks like he did get a couple of kills there, but he was traded out. I was trying to fight for control of this point, and they got the spawn, so that's a break.
I think now Michigan's going to give up these last 25. We're going to see 3 people rotating out for the side of Michigan. We're going to see 8 and 5 also rotating out. Crash able to get 1 on the rotation. Tex with 1 on rotation. Bunzo with another. Takes down Westy. Rep takes down Bunzo. As of right now, Chicago is in P3 with Tex sitting outside waiting for his teammates to spawn up. And it looks like Chicago is going to be behind Michigan here on these rotations, but they're so far spread out. They're basically single child at this point. Want to see 2 players, 5 and 6, linking up hot tub. Are they going to be able to read this player? No, Tex takes him down. Phoenix trades him out. That was a good trade, but they still have numbers inside Hill. There's going to be 3 current Michigan players inside Hill. They've got numbers. Now they need to work together and trade out. That's going to be 2 down for Michigan.
One more.
One more. That's a good kill by Chaos. That's going to be, they should be able to hold this for the next 25 or so, because it looks like Michigan's just giving it up. They're saying screw it. And we're going to be working for this P4 here.
Big time. I'd like to see 7 go ahead and get out here. We don't need to at old. And as you can see, they're already losing rotations.
Yeah, I think somebody's got to be in command there, knowing that if no one's pushed the hill for 10 seconds, most of the time they've given it up. So that call's got to come through a little bit sooner. But unfortunately, Chaos is able to take down Bestie Wesley.
He's shooting at teammates now. Oh no.
Hey, Chaos is getting a little cracked. Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe he can turn up a little bit. He's currently 15 and 23 on a 2 streak, unable to get down Bestie Westie. Rep Array takes him down. That's gonna be 3 down for the side of Chicago, 4 down for the side of Chicago. Rep Array with a triple kill. as I like to say on these castings, that is a 3-piece chicken McNugget. Someone to get that man some barbecue sauce.
It's a good one.
Hey, I try my best. Okay.
You do. You do.
All right,
Let's
we're gonna
if
see
they
Crash
can,
here. And again, I think right now Michigan is just kind of spawned out. They're kind of separated, but they're able to work trades onto Bunzo. But we're going to see a self-nade onto Rep. And again, they're going to be able to soak these last couple of seconds on this hill. Phoenix wins the rotation on Tex. Chaos wins it on Colliver. That's big wins. That's big wins out of Chicago. Big wins. Now one blast player for Michigan will be on this rotation.
But they get 2.
They get 2 and 3 down very easily. Last up to Phoenix. Phoenix is going to be trying to cause some problems, but only able to find 2. 2 still there. But Chicago getting favorable kitchen spawns. They're going to be able to push this hill consistently, put constant pressure on this hill, but it's not going to be quick enough, and Michigan is going to win. Map 1, Hotel Hardpoint. Let's pull up some numbers here and see if we can get this. So we're gonna have Rep 27 and 23, Tex 24 23, Bestie Westie 22 and 19, and Colliver as his first game in the league 23 and 21 with a minute 26 on hill. On the side of Chicago, you're gonna have Bunzo 28 27, Phoenix 23 and 20, Chaos 17 and 26, Crash 17 and 23. With Crash having a minute 29 on hill, Bestie Westie and Colliver combining for nearly 5 minutes on hill.
Can I also point out something? No team kills from Chicago. They're improving.
No team kills for Chicago. Last week we saw about 4 or 5 of them when me and Winded was casting their game. So that's a good sign out of them. But on the side of Michigan, we did see a self-nade. So
We did.
maybe they've
Well,
passed.
luckily, it didn't cost them.
It didn't. It came close though. Map 1 goes to the side of Michigan, 250, 224. Now we're going to be moving on to, what's the second map again, Winded?
The second map going back to the scoreboard is Fortress S&D. Fortress S&D.
Okay, Fortress S&D is one I'm not sure if Chicago has been playing it too often, but I know Michigan absolutely loves this map. I do not know why. I like it as well, but it can be a little iffy. But Michigan does like this map, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure whose pick this was, but I have heard the same thing, that Michigan is actually going to be pretty good on this map. So be interested to see if, it ends up being a 2-0 or we actually tie up the series here.
Yeah, I think with Michigan being the home team, this would actually be Michigan's pick. So they would be picking maps 2 and 4, and Chicago would be picking maps 1, 3, and 5. So I do believe this is a Michigan pick. Which, if I am Chicago, I would have done my research and trying to get this map out of here. But unfortunately, it does fall through the cracks. It does get into the map set here for map 2. It's going to be interested in see how Chicago can stop this Michigan team, which I can pull up some stats from them on this map because I think they've played it in both of their series that they've played so far. I'm going to make sure I don't look at Manchester's stats. So they've only played it. No, they have not played it. So the 2 S&Ds Michigan has played is Hotel. They lost 6-4, and they played a Mercado where they won 6-5 round 11. In both of those S&Ds, they were able to get over 50% of the first bloods. So, and this is a map that if you can consistently get first bloods, it's definitely going to be. Which, I mean, let's be honest, with any S&D, if you're able to get a higher percentage of first bloods, you're going to put your team in position to win rounds regardless.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. Getting first bloods on this map is key because you can definitely play your numbers. Unfortunately, in this map, there's a lot of different lanes to hold, so it is hard to hold all of them. So once you get that first blood, you can definitely push the advantage and kind of just 4v3 the other team to a bomb site, even if you want to rotate.
Yeah, for sure. And I think really with both of these teams being, I think, kind of AR heavy, I think on the side of Phoenix and Chaos are two good ARs, and the side of Michigan you got Bestie Westy and Tex, who are very good ARs as well. I think whoever's going to be able to hold that mid cross on defense and stop the other team from rotating to B or having a chance to rotating to B is going to be very vital, because you pretty much then just pin them in bottom arc, top rails, back stairs, back 18, pretty much forcing the offensive team to go A. And at that point, it's just process of elimination, checking your corners, seeing where people are playing. And also what I'll be interested in is who or if anybody is going to be pulling out the boomstick on this map, because I've seen it quite a bit, especially in ranked and some CDL matches. We've seen some players pull out the boomstick on this map. Me personally, I don't necessarily like it because a lot of close quarters fights, but if you're playing back 18 on the lumber or the logs, or you're playing horse statue with a sniper cutting down top single, top boat, could be interesting.
I definitely agree. I think the sniper can be kind of impactful on this map if used correctly, but you definitely have to have the person with have it in the right hands. So I agree with you. If you're not one of those god tier snipers, you might have to put that one away.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, even like a player like Bestie West, if he was to take out the boomstick, or maybe Phoenix for Chicago, I know he likes to take out the boomstick. If you're holding down that open creddy spot with a sniper holding that mid cross, that definitely makes things a lot easier than having an AR there.
And the thing I'm also excited to see is that, like you said, that P1 battle, man, that's going to be a key that I want the viewers to watch, because usually whoever wins that battle at P1 can get control of the map and force the other team, like you said, to either go A, or if the offense gets that kill, they can kind of trap them in P5.
Yeah, and really, if offense is able to, like you said, able to win that P1 battle, typically what it comes down to is usually somebody's top maps or outside of top maps towards that mid lane, or somebody's sitting open, going against somebody in that P1 truck box or the P1 cannon box, and whoever wins that fight really controls the map at that point, because at the end, for offense, you can see anybody rotating back. And you can really, if you do want to rotate, you can hold everybody where they are in order to get that bomb to B. And for A, you can really shrink down that A site and really pin them down into that P5 area. If not, like open closed area is where people like to stay as well. Hay maybe in there. So yeah, that P1 is definitely gonna be an interesting. I think that's what we need to be focusing on to start here on round 1, which we're loading in now, because I think that's gonna be very pivotal with these two teams.
Agree. Can't wait to see it. We're loading into the map right now.
I see a boomstick. I think it's him. Nope. He did have one.
We
Anybody?
nope. Oh yeah, boomstick for Chicago. Or no, boomstick for Michigan. Boomstick for Michigan.
There it
It's gonna
is.
be Bestie Westy. And again, he's gonna be doing what I kind of said short time ago. He's gonna be holding this back 18, holding this A stage push, which I'd like to see him go a little deeper. Want to see a first blood up for Michigan on from Caliber onto Chaos. Again, that's gonna be working numbers now. Now Michigan's gonna have map control. They're gonna be able to put a lot of pressure onto Chicago. Oh, but Crash comes in with a trade onto Rep. Good kill out of Tex. That taking that short range kill with an AR is not always obliged, but I guess when it's in Tex hands it works. Numbers in favor of Michigan, 2v1 in a post bomb plant, and Phoenix isn't able to take down Tex.
Yeah, definitely a good try from them. Like I said, I do agree with everything we talked about.
Yeah, round 1 definitely, much like we predicted, right? First blood, even if it wasn't with a sniper. Chicago, knowing there's a sniper on the other side, kind of probably made them slow down their defense there. And as soon as that first blood fell, Michigan was able to just play numbers, play their corners, play trades, and gets that first round.
Sure, I'll see what's gonna happen on this one. It's like a weird B push.
Yeah, B push off the rip here. Phoenix is able to take down Caliber after Caliber gets a first blood onto Crash. Look at the look. Yeah, but say look at 3. He's gonna be a. Nice nade out of Phoenix onto Bestie Westy. 3v2 on the side of Chicago. Oh, that would have been a nice shot by Chaos, but Tex takes him down. Phoenix takes down Rep. Now the B site will be open. Now if I good kills out of Chicago, they will be taking round 2. As I was gonna say, if I was number 6, which I believe is Bunzo, I would be kind of sound whoring here, letting the bomb planter know, hey, go ahead and get bombed down. He is by me, but unfortunately that doesn't need to happen. Bunzo finds the kill onto Tex.
He just said, "I'm just gonna do it myself. We don't even need to get the bomb down."
Yeah,
But
don't
that's
even
definitely
get.
crazy hit. B. I mean, I think that's actually really good for them because now Michigan's gonna be worried about that going forward, and that's indeed.
For sure, and that's really a key to S&D, right? If you get to one, which Bunzo crosses, I don't think Tex saw him cross. I don't think he did. I think Bunzo's still gonna be in that corner and Tex not knowing that he's there, which is a big spot. Bunzo's gonna be a key player to watch here. Now this is the great spot of S&D here on Mono for 2. It's earphone warfare. Rep takes down Chaos for first blood.
The text doesn't read it.
Bunzo in that key spot, but Caliber is able to trade him out. Now this should be a bomb should be going down here shortly. 3v2 on the side of Michigan. Shots going on the bomb, but unable to kill him. I think he stuck the pole, so he's not going to get any hits off of that. Bomb will be going down.
Rap. They together
Yeah,
here,
but Bestie Wesley's going to be playing this window. He's going to be very, very important here. They can find this kill on a Bestie Wesley, but Bestie Wesley is also in a very good position to get to, but he's unable to. Crash finds him out. Phoenix with a kill on Caliber. 1v1. What a kill by Phoenix. Nice 2-piece, and that will be the round and the defuse for Phoenix. Nice shots coming out of him. And Chicago with a 2-1 lead round count going into round 4.
A big round for them. Now going to this offense, like we talked about before, it's interesting to see if they still try to go B or do they go more of a default A.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Michigan sets up here too. Because they're going, like you said in the last round, they're going to be aware that Chicago's not scared of hitting this B, and we're going to see it here. Rep and Bestie Wesley are going to take that top maps and back circle areas. Caliber's going to be setting in mid. This is an ideal free A plant if they can read this.
I agree. I know they're definitely sitting there waiting to see if anybody pushes. That was big. Yep. It ended up costing them, not checking the corners.
Yeah, I think right there, Seven's got to kind of be setting on that lumber, watching over bomb planter. But unfortunately, this gets some good timing for Tex. Tex is able to get there, but Chaos takes him down. Again, this should be another free bomb plant. If I'm Chaos, I'm putting bomb down immediately. But again, another slow pace S&D round. We're gonna see 1 and 3 here working P1. When I have Phoenix on those dub stairs, calling it out. But Bestie Westy with a snipe onto Phoenix.
It is a tongue twister at times.
Very. Bunzo popping dead silence, but Rep sees him and takes him down. That's going to be a defuse for the side of Michigan. I think when it's a 3v3 bomb retake, when you have bomb down, it's very difficult to. I don't want to say very difficult not to win the round, because of course anything can happen. But honestly, I think 9 out of 10 times, if you say, hey, it's the 3 versus 3 with bomb down, for the offensive team, you're gonna like that.
Definitely favored in that situation, so that definitely was a troll from them. But let's see if they can bring it back in this defense.
Another interesting defensive push out of Chicago, and Chicago's Crash kind of runs right into Caliber. We're gonna see some trades come through. Chaos gets a kill and then falls. Phoenix falls. 3v1 for Bunzo. I like this play out of him. Is he gonna read this? Maybe.
They did not He does.
Gets
He's
one.
Oh, he doesn't
Best of
read.
West, he read them out. That was a good setup by Michigan when the bomb went down. Able to, even if Caliber falls, had one open, one closed, and one double doors. That was a very tough round to win for Bunzo. Three, 2 for the side of Michigan. We're going to see 2 straight rounds out of Michigan. Let's see how Chicago bounces back after losing 2 straight rounds. Let's see if they're interested in maybe making this B plant. But again, they're going to be going towards A, which is the favorited side here. But Tex already on the stage. He's going to be able to get found Chaos with the first blood onto Tex. And again, the same thing. This is a favorable bomb plant. I would be getting bombed down as soon as possible, because you always want to put your team in the best position. You have numbers, and now bombs going down. Bunzo with a kill on Caliber. 4v2 for Chicago. 1v4 for Bestie Westy. Can he pull a miracle in Michigan? Takes down one. 1v3.
Oh, I like the
Taking
hit with his
shots.
region there.
All tied up here. Map 2, Fortress S&D, 3-3. Round 7 incoming. Scorps, what are we feeling here?
Not gonna lie, man, it's gonna be tough. They're definitely gonna have to put it together here. It is 3v3. I'm still gonna favor Chicago here because I do like the fact that they are switching up their game plan, but they're gonna have to make sure that they're not losing in their 3v3 or man advantage situations.
For sure, you're going to see an interesting cubby spot here out of Bestie Westy. Going to be watching this P1 wrap.
I like that. Looks like they're getting aggressive.
Is that 2 players at bottom art for Chicago? Rep finds first blood on the Bunzo. Crash able to trade him, rep out. Bomb being planted by Caliber.
I feel like
3v3 Pote.
Chicago would have tried to actually deny that bomb plant, but now they're gonna be in a unfavorable position. But it looks like Chaos get a kill. 3v2. Oh, he gets
2v2.
traded out.
I don't like that both of these players are back, kind of watching the same angles here, but he gets figured out, gets traded out 1v1. Phoenix won this last one, and he'll win it again. Phoenix says, it's okay, team, I win my ones, and bomb will be defused 4-3 now in favor of Chicago.
Yeah, man. Phoenix is definitely putting the team on his back in those clutch situations, man. Wasn't for him, man, they might be down, 5-2.
Yeah, this game would be very lopsided if it was not for Phoenix winning those 2 1v1s. Actually, it was a 1v1 and a 1v2 that he's won for his team. Currently sitting at 6-4.
If you like to see if they actually try to do this B hit, Michigan has been favoring to stop that, but they haven't gone back to it yet. And it looks like
Michigan's still defending that B plant, which is good in a sense. We see first blood come out of Chaos once more. Caliber's able to trade him out, and now the mind games start going. Who's going to make the first move? Whose ears will be ignited first? Caliber's popping dead silence. Key player is going to be 4 and 6 here. Is he going to be able to read Bunzo, or is Bunzo going to be able to read him? Bunzo falls back to top round. Oh, what a good gunny out of Bunzo, able to take down Caliber. And meanwhile, oh my goodness, that fell apart quickly for the side of Michigan. 5-3 for Chicago, leading into round 9. I couldn't even cast that because those 3 kills came and went so quickly.
Didn't see it. Sorry, guys. There's one guy left.
I mean, just like I was saying, man, I was definitely favoring Chicago after the first couple rounds, and it looks like they're making a believer out of me.
Chicago definitely has stepped up. Like I said, they've improved each and every week, and here they're ready to take their first map of the season.
See if this 5-3 curse actually hurts them, or if they can shut that down right now.
Hex with the first blood on the Chaos, which is big. Chaos has been their first blood machine for Chicago. See if they're able to trade it out to try and get favorable numbers. They do. Crash takes down Bestie, which is a big kill, 3v3 now.
Like number 2 is getting antsy. Is he gonna actually push this P1?
Phoenix with a kill on rep. Caliber falls. Tex now in a 1v3 in a match point scenario. Or a map point scenario, should I say.
Match point.
We like this corner that Bunzo's in. He's gonna be able to hear him pick up this bomb.
Tex doesn't read it, and Bunzo's able to take him down, and that will be the game. 6 versus 3, even, or 6-2-3. Even though Michigan likes that map and mode, Chicago says, hold up, we can be pretty good at this as well. Bunzo with 10 and 5, Phoenix 8 and 4, Chaos 6 and 8 with 2 big first bloods, and Crash 5 and 6.
See, Wesley does need to step it up if he's gonna, with his upgrade to becoming a Ruby, only giving us 3 kills in that map.
For sure, and also, I mean, besides that, look at the side of Michigan. 2, 4, 7 first bloods. They had first bloods in 7 of the 9 rounds, but they lose. They lose the map. As a team, you got to be able to have knowledge and working those numbers, and working those first bloods. If you would have told me, hey, it's gonna be Michigan versus Chicago, Michigan was gonna have 7 of the 9 first bloods on the map, and they were going to lose, I probably would have called you crazy.
I agree. I mean, you definitely have to capitalize when you're getting that many first bloods, but that's just a testament to the teamwork of Chicago and S&D. They were making sure they worked that trade and then continue to work their man advantage when they got it.
Atlanta takes map 1. Atlanta takes map 1. Just FYI, on the other match, Atlanta takes map 1.
All right, Scorps, how you feeling? Your team takes map 1, hard point, and they're playing Indy, which is a very, very tough team. How you feeling now? We're talking a little about that while we transition into map 3 here, which will be LSCO control.
Yeah, man, definitely excited to see my team be able to regain after losing one of their players. I know the sentiment around the league is that we're getting weaker, and that our new pickup Mons might not be able to fill in. But I've talked to all those guys and help coach them, and I think that they're going to be ready for this matchup. So I'm definitely not surprised that we were able to take map 1. This S&D is definitely going to be crucial.
S&D,
sure.
yeah, they're about to start the S&D next. They started it, and then there was a draw. It looks like there was maybe a issue at the beginning of the map. So,
I mean, for sure. Me as GM of Cincinnati, I will never count out Atlanta, no matter what, and that's primarily because of you, Scorps. You're a great GM. You know the game. You know what pieces to put there around the current players you have, and anybody in the Premier League that needs a very good gunny SMG that knows the game, knows how to play the role. Somebody hit this man's DMs and sign this man. He will help your team win, not only with a gunny, but with the knowledge of how to play the game.
And man, thank you. Definitely appreciate that, Gas Razor. I know, as I told everybody in chat, 1-800-SCORPS. My line is always open.
Yeah, 1-800-SCORPS. Dial him up.
Scorps, really? You're a dork, kid.
So, going into map 3, series tied 1-1, LSCO control. Chicago has not played this map in control yet. Week 1 they played Expo. Week 2 they played Hotel. And then for Michigan, their 2 control maps have been Hotel and Expo as well. So neither team has played LSCO control yet. Going to be another one interested in seeing this map, seeing which one can control the spawns the most. because on offense and defense you can control and how the other team spawns and really dictate the game, especially if you have strong SMG play in the middle of the map.
I definitely agree. One of the biggest things about this map, me playing it so much, is that it's going to be definitely down to the communication, what team can communicate the best. Because in this map, there's so many different corners that people can hide in, and if you're not communicating where people are in your spawn, they can just go on a crazy run.
They can. You can link A to B very quickly, much like Hotel. And we see it from the CDL, Toronto being one of the strongest control teams, if not the best control team in the CDL. If anybody wants to learn control, watch Toronto Ultra play, because they, especially on Hotel, they transition from A to B and B to A almost like it's so smooth on how they transition their rotations after taking it one point to another, and you can do much like the same here on LSCO, because if you have somebody controlling that back kill and you get A point first, have somebody back AC that back kill, controlling the other team spawns, having two SMG players kind of flood through either side checkers into mid map to kegs to tools, and then have somebody posted up in the window or maybe back party. You can definitely punish the other team in those transitions.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Transitioning between the points is definitely big on offense and defense, and making sure that you don't hit the old point if they're gonna definitely cap it, and making sure that you're keeping the map control over the map. So
Yeah.
to see which team shows and go ahead and takes a lead in the series.
Yeah, this is a big one. As I've spoken to my team, and I'm sure you've spoken to your team. In my opinion, people say S&D wins championships, but I think in this league in particular, if you want to win series and win, especially longer series, when it gets to championship series and best of 7, there is 2 controls that are very, very important in that kind of series. And in this series, for instance, I mean, we're tied 1-1. This is a swing map. Whoever wins this map takes the series lead. Control is very important.
How about we do listen-ins with the attacking team?
Alrighty, we're gonna be on board with Michigan here for listening.
All right, here we go. In just a second, they're there.
One was top there, mid, I believe.
Crash dead.
Nice, right?
One more dead. Just
Hop on it, hop on it.
fuck, that's you.
I got one. One behind me. One 18.
Yep.
We got A. Let's go. Come on, guys. Lock in. Lock the fuck in. Let's get it.
One's back alley. Nice.
I'm
Good trade.
Go top.
Good stuff. Stack if we can.
I'm trying to play my life right now. I was weak.
Nading top party. Oh, that might naded us.
I'm done.
Oh, we can stack. One's pushing down now.
They're deep right.
Oh, right side and front B bomb.
Got one dead.
Hey, we got
One more time.
We got two ticks. That's okay. Yeah,
We're good.
We got time. We got plenty of time here. Found a few picks.
All right, that's going to be the listen in with the Michigan Moist Muffins. Not a lot of comms coming out of the team right now. I think it's really mostly Bestie Wesley kind of taking control of those comms. Kind of over exaggerating some things here and there, but at the end of the day, he is right. They just got the B point. They're able to secure A very, very quickly. Give his team plenty of time to work control of the map to get that B point. And we're going to see Michigan taking a 1-0 lead in map 3 here. Scorps, what is your thoughts on those comms coming out of Michigan?
And I definitely think that it's very important to have somebody that's definitely very vocal. And I know sometimes, outside looking in, it might sound, kind of abrasive, but to me, it sounded like great comms. You definitely want to keep your teammates in check and make sure that you guys are focused on it.
Yeah, very true. And we did hear some other comms coming out of them, but I think we're going to be getting ready to hear some comms out of your Chicago Outlaws. Let's get ready for that.
All right, here we go.
There's two there.
Yep.
Hey.
Hold on, checkers. Going on
Oh
A.
shit,
All
they're
good,
two
all good.
fucking on A. One on.
Yeah,
one
it's one B. It's one B. It's one B side. It's one B I side. spawned A.
There's
There's one B. There's one
one
far side.
close right gate on B. Close right gate on B.
Yeah, he's on the head. Fuck
Wait.
me. Whoever
One's on the
spawned with
hit.
me,
One's on the
text
hut. One's on the hut.
Don't feed him. Don't feed him that.
Shot. He pushed
Dead,
that
dead,
down.
I'm
All
on
right,
AR.
all right. You're alone. All right, text still on B.
Green.
We have numbers
Wheat.
A. We're gonna have numbers A. Wait. Oh, fucking shit on. Let's go.
My
Go,
trophy.
I spawn B.
I'm laying. I got your top windows. Crash.
Yep, I'm gonna.
I do not.
Yep. Arch, chaos right there. Good shit. Oh shit.
That's 3
Oh,
down.
I can't hit nothing right now.
All good.
We're fine. 20. We're down. Wow, we're down a lot. We're down
We're
5.
We're down loud. We're down loud.
No, wait,
That's all right.
wait in box corner, I think.
All right, wait for each other. Wait. for each
Stun
other.
coming.
Where the
He's
fuck
going.
did that come from?
Calm down.
I think he's
Trophy
on
on
that.
hills.
All right, that was your comms with your Chicago Outlaws. A lot more being heard in those comms, but a lot more chaotic in a sense. But again, like what Scorch was saying, you had two players in Bunzo and Crash being very vocal. Phoenix letting people know, like, hey, where I'm at, where we're going, what's the plan. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I definitely think the cons were a little bit more chaotic. But again, some teams, that is the way that they like to communicate, and it depends on how fast your brain works. If you can keep up with all the different things being said on the map. But I do agree that there's going to be some issues if they don't shape up in some of the.
Yeah, for sure. We saw them before. They were able to defend. Michigan able to defend that beat point. They were down 11, 12 lives. So I don't think it's.
Number 8's 1 in 10. Oh no.
I think right now it comes down to just winning gunfights. Gunfights at the end of the day will get you control on the map, and that's what the most important thing is. And as Wended said, Phoenix or Chaos currently 1 in 10. We're gonna see Phoenix.
Bring it back here.
Yeah, we're gonna see Phoenix with a pick onto. I can't see that, but Bunzo falling. Tex falling, Chaos is able to get one. Let's see if he's able to start heating up here. Repare with a kill on to Phoenix. That's gonna be 3 down on the side of Chicago. This should be very close to an A capture. Crash falls to Rep. Rep is now on a 4 kill streak. Now we're gonna see them putting pressure on B point as well. Now this is where Chicago needs to decide: do we chalk A and defend B, or do we work our best to try to defend both?
They're going for the split here. I'm not sure if it's going to work out. It looks like they might lose B now that they put so much effort into getting them off A.
Yeah, now 2 ticks in for Michigan on B point. A with 2 ticks on it as well. Phoenix with a kill on the Bestie Westie. Chaos on the Tex. Those trades at the B point will be secure, but right back at it. Michigan on that A point. A secured now. 2 minutes and a little over 2 minutes for Michigan to cap this B point with only 1 tick.
They're going to be hard for them to hold this for 2 minutes, but
very true. We're going to see a cruise coming in. I believe that is for the side of Michigan. I did not see who had the streak.
Ash gets one, but he gets traded out. This might be GG's.
That's 2 down for Chicago, and that's a thing.
Wow, that was quick.
And that's very key when you have, when you have 2 ticks on a point and you get 2 down, that's basically going to be that point. Especially if they're not right on top of each other. But Michigan, a flawless LSCO control out of them. Repare 13-7, Tex 11-5, Bestie Westie 14-9, Colbert 12-7, nearly 2-point KDs across the board for them.
Wended, I know you might have the stats on this. Is that the quickest control we've had in the?
I don't do stats. That's Zachary.
Zach, okay, yeah, we might need to get our stats team on that.
Zach, if you're watching, Do we have stats on the quickest control map? Because I think Michigan is now going to hold the record because that was quick.
I mean, yeah, I think that might have been a 5 or 6 minute map.
5 minutes and 33 seconds.
Yeah, very, very quick map for the side of Michigan. But now Michigan takes the lead 2-1 in the series going into map 4, which will be what winded.
Map 4 is going to be Mercado Hardpoint. Who's announcing? Well,
Okay.
it's me, Wyndon. I'm just basically the cameraman. I talk every once in a while. We also have the lovely, the one, the only, the Shermanator Razor. And
Sure, welcome.
And then we have a guest star today, the GM of Atlanta, who is stepping in and actually is sounding fantastic. And I think we're going to use him in the future, Mr. Scorps.
Appreciate the gas, man. I'm just here filling in and hoping I, get some good content.
Your
Well,
voice
listen,
makes me
Scorps.
hard. What?
Scorps is a man of many talents. He can drop 50 on your head as a submachine gun. He can drop 50 on your head as an AR. He's knowledgeable at the game, and then he comes into casting of all things, probably the most difficult thing to do, and sounds fan-fucking-tastic.
The game knowledge in this guy's head is outstanding.
Appreciate that. I appreciate it. You said we're going into Mercado, correct?
Mercado.
Going to a Mercado
Oh,
Los
they
Alamos.
actually switched sides for once. Holy shit.
Mercado Los Alamos for map 4 hardpoint. Now I know this is one of Chicago's better hardpoint maps, but I also know Michigan likes this map as well. For the side of Michigan, they have played it before. They've played it twice before. They played it both of their previous weeks as well, with a 100% win percentage on it, averaging a total point differential of 250 to 131.
Feel battle for Chicago here, but I like to see them, tie up the series so we can go to a match.
4-4 in the S&D right now, just FYI. For Atlanta and Indianapolis.
See if Atlanta can go ahead and take a lead here.
Oh shit, switch scenes. Oh shit. Live screen. Okay. Whew. All right.
Already going to be on board with Michigan, who's going to have favorable P2 spawns here. And I think they do the smart thing. They go ahead and cut down your rotational areas in Black Gate and Yellow Van while getting someone on P1. But we're going to see 4 and 2 here putting pressure on this yellow side. Tex is able to pick it up though. 3 down for Chicago.
Definitely like to see Chicago either choose which one they want to do. If they want to fight for this P1 time, or they want to make sure that they guarantee those P2 spawns. Right now, it looks like they're doing neither.
Yeah, and if you do neither, you can get the blender will start, and it will start on slow. But going into P3, if you don't get any P2 time, this will be a very, very big lead for the side of Michigan. Chicago's gonna have to start deciding because now they've got 40 seconds plus on this P1 and completely set up for this P2.
That's not every day you see somebody get that much time
On P1 for sure.
Yeah, Tex with a big 2 back alley. Bestie Westie with one of his own. Reparate with another. There's gonna be 4 down once more for Chicago. And at this point, it's just a matter of aiming down range and shooting your gun because
They're lining up.
Michigan has this locked down pretty heavily. Phoenix with 2 kills for him trying to attack this point. He takes that top. Let's see if he's able to break in here. Doesn't see Culliver at first, but able to take him down. They break in, see if they're able to get these last 20, but it seems like Michigan said, fuck it. We're going to move on, and they're going to be set up for this P3, but it's not enough. Bunzo takes him down.
It's like Michigan's going to win these rotations with all 3 down at new.
Yeah, very tough. Chicago's going to have to figure something else out. I think Chaos is kind of cooled down after that game too. Let's hopefully he can heat back up here in this on this map 3, because Chicago's gonna need him and that gunny hot of his. Because I'm not gonna lie, Chaos when he has his AR hot, he is a very hard kill. But Repare just slicing and dicing through their team, able to get 2 down on his own. But then, as I say, that Chaos with 2 of his own. And Bunzo going for the knife kill on
The
Bestie.
knife kill.
And very pivotal here.
You say
We're gonna
Adam was
see-
one doing that before, man. I don't know what it is with our league, but a lot of people try to go for the knives.
I think it's just a sense of, hey, you run out of ammo and they're not going to be expecting it, but most people expect it at this point. And again, Michigan wins these rotations, even though it's only an 18-point game. Chicago's pretty much living off scrap time at this point in the game. And Michigan's going to have this P3 set up. They're going to have somebody watching mid on that Godheady, somebody in time, somebody watching back alley. Unfortunately, Caliber spawns out P3, yeah, P3. Phoenix and Chaos with one apiece. They need to be pushing this fast to try to get this pinch in. You're going to have a teammate come in from rep, and Chicago's going to be able to get in control of this time here on this barbershop hill. But Caliber consistently putting pressure on Hill. Him and rep have been an annoyance for the Chicago team. Gonna have rep and Caliber in old. We're gonna have 2 players in Bestie, Westie, and Tex rotating the new 3 down for Chicago. And it's very tough when you have 2 players rotating and still not able to win your trades, and they're able to lock down new rotation. We're gonna see Michigan here expanding their lead 125 and counting to 70. And Caliber is sitting on a 4 streak, currently 8-6. Is going to be able to sit on this hill, soak this time, just waiting for Chicago to cross. Caliber with another one, now on a 5. 3 down again for Chicago. And I think that's another big thing, Scorps, and I can get your thoughts on this. It's okay to die on rotation and die on hill, but when you start getting the sense of 3 and 4s downs that we're seeing consistently out of Chicago, you can get caught very quickly.
Yeah, I definitely agree, man. It's going to be really tough. I mean, you have to win some of these team fights, and so far they're losing all of them, and they're not really getting too many trades. I would like to see them pushing things a little bit faster, more together, so they can actually get into these kills.
Yeah, for sure. I think every single time I've seen the rotations coming in and getting ready to set up for these points, we're seeing either all red or all pink, just back to back to back. I think Chicago's had probably 2 or 3 4 downs at this point in the game. But with that though, Chicago is able to break into this P6 top cantina, and they're going to be able to soak some initial time here. Hopefully they're able to hold off and cut this lead down. The lead will be about 60 points or so if they're able to hold the rest of this time. Chaos and Bunzo with 1 apiece.
Like I said, they are getting these backside spawns, so they have a good chance of being able to chain this into P7 if they play their cards right.
Very true. Now, but the thing is now, they're Michigan is going to have these split spawns because they both spawned loading and back P3, and then you're going to have 2 players already at old. They're going to be able to pinch on this if Chicago does not read it.
I agree. It looks like number 6 is going to be big here. See if they Michigan can actually break this.
Phoenix with a big kill on Westie. Crash sitting on the hill. He falls. Phoenix takes him down though. Phoenix with a big 2, currently on a 9 streak. Didn't even notice that till now. He was 9-9, but now 18-9, setting a 2-point KD, holding down this back alley for his team. But unfortunately, Michigan still soaking the time regardless.
Team is just not winning the extra fights, man.
Bestie, Westie, and Tex with a 1 apiece. I think we've seen a lot of that this game. Tex having another one with a sub in his hand, which we do not see very often. Tex with another one. Tex on a 7 streak of his own.
Treason, he's also double positive here.
Yeah, correct. He is indeed 2.0 KD for Tex, 22 and 11. And also, we're gonna see Rep falling there, but before then they had those P2 spawns, and they still do 7 and 5 spawn P2. Gonna be able to put initial pressure on this P1 where they could win it here.
4 seconds, and he's calling out that streak now, which I don't blame him.
Yeah, calling in a streak, gonna get this information for his team. And
GG.
potential one. 250, 111. Michigan takes the map.
So fast.
Do we have a time on this map? Yeah, 7.5 minutes. You're gonna have a 2-point KD, over a 2-point KD for Tex, Bestie Westie 19-11, a 1.6 out of Caliber, and 12 and 15 out of Rep. But a minute 9 for Rep, Caliber with a minute 39. For the side of Chicago, Phoenix 20 and 12, Chaos 11 and 21, Crash 16 and 18, and Bunzo 10 and 20. But again, it just comes down strictly to those rotations. They weren't winning rotations, and then when they were trying to break, they were getting 3 and 4 down consistently. So yeah, when that happens on a map like Mercado, as you probably know as well, Scorps, you can get caught in a blender, and I think unfortunately for Chicago, they were on the bad side of that.
Yeah, man, that's one of those maps, man. You like we were talking about, if you go 4 down on rotation with 15 seconds left on ult, you're gonna get chained, and that's what we saw on that map.
All right. Well, should we go talk with the winners of the series? What do you think, boys?
Let's go for it.
All right, let's head on down.
Yeah, really?
I'm pretty sure I'd pop like 8 in
Hello,
Howdy,
guys.
howdy.
Woo! Yeah. Oh my
Congratulations, gentlemen of
Thank
the
you.
Michigan Moist Muffins, taking the series over the Chicago Outlaws 3-1 after a dominating Game 3 and a dominating Game 4. Tex at one point was on like a 7 or 8 kill streak that last map, ending in over a 2-point KD. Bestie Westie as well with a 19 and 11 on Game 4. How are y'all feeling after that 3-1 victory over Chicago?
You know, I know I kind of like was screaming at the guys on map 3, but I was just trying to make sure they were all composed and locked in. And obviously they were, because you know we got the 3-0. And then I told them after the search to shake it off. I mean, we know search is not our strong suit. So our respawns are where we're really show out in. Yeah, I mean, we felt good going into Mercado, so.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I definitely to hear some of that, and I told Razor that I thought that you did a great job of keeping your teammates on the objective and making sure that they were focused up, and that showed. I mean, you guys did 2 respawns in 12 minutes, trying to do the speed run.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that a record?
Yeah, we actually have our stats guy looking into that. We think that y'all may have the fastest control map. Y'all did it in 5 minutes, and what was it, Scorps? Like 5 minutes and 13 seconds,
30,
something like that.
Seconds.
That's crazy.
I mean, I felt bad for Chaos that map because he was in. I know he had to be in the blender.
I mean, obviously losing Auditor sucked, but Caliber is like another Auditor to us. I mean, he just fries, and I'm so glad we picked him up.
Yeah, Caliber definitely coming in, showing him, proving himself. I mean, I'm pretty sure he had like a 1.6 KD in the map 4. I have to go back and look at the stats for map 1 and 3. But Caliber coming in, I want your thoughts on getting a chance with this team after not joining the league not too long ago. How are you feeling about the team?
I'm feeling good. I know we have some work to do on our S&Ds, but overall, I feel like the chemistry is already there. We work well together, and just happy to be here.
Alrighty, when did our Scorps? Do y'all have any more questions for the winning team?
Well, yeah, man. First question I want to ask you guys, how are you guys feeling going into next week after this 3-1 victory?
Yeah, so that's been the question. Yeah, I mean, LAD's also a good team, just like we are. I think they have the same amount of time on hardpoint as we do. It's gonna be a battle for sure. I would love to 3-1 them, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna go to a game 5. They're a really good squad, and they just got 10 times better with picking up Joe. So I'm a little nervous going in, but I know my guys. I know they're gunnies, so I think we got it.
Oh yeah, my gunny was hot, map 4.
I definitely think. I mean, if you have,
I'm sorry to Chicago for shooting those bodies a little bit, but I was a little turned up. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, Nick, man. I mean, I played a lot of Ace with you, man, and I wish I saw that more often. I'm just kidding.
Can we not? Did we not talk about the fact that Tex you went on an 8 streak though at one point towards the end of that last hard point?
Yeah,
Let's
I was
go.
in lockers. I was just feeling myself at that point.
You were just feeling it, man. Good job.
I kept coming with the solo chows and just not winning the gunnies.
Well, I think we'll end it here. Razor or Scorps, do you have anything else left?
That's it,
That will
man.
be- that's
fun
it.
watching that
Cool.
play.
Let's go back and the stream, and we're gonna go raid the Atlanta channel with all these viewers. So let's go and get in there. We'll go raid them in a minute.
All right.
And that go ahead, Razor. Go ahead, close us out.
Alrighty. I was actually going to lead you to close it out, but I just want to say, Scorps, thank you for coming on and casting with me. I apologize if I talk a lot. I just try to fill in gaps and get game knowledge out there. But you did great, my man. Hopefully we can do it again soon.
Yes, please.
And-
I need someone like you, Scorps. I need
Yes, sir.
more
Yes,
guys like
sir.
you.
Well, I had a great time casting with you guys, and thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah. Well, everyone, we are going to go ahead and raid his channel. He's currently streaming the Atlanta Firebirds versus the Indianapolis Thunder. They are on map 3 right now in the control. I don't know who won the S&D, but I'm sure somebody in the chat will let us know. So let's go ahead and get that raid started. I've never done one, so we're going to figure this out together. So here we go. Rating in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ready to raid now.